ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा नमः सूर्याय चन्द्राय मङ्गलाय बुधाय च शुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहुवे केतुवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः.
First pranayama, inhale deeply with Va and exhale deeply with C. Which you should not if you know. Follow me to advice 7 times. Mhm. 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 Mm. Om Kriya Babaji. Namo.
With the deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, let us do the first pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va. Exhale deeply with C 7 times. Follow me through the voice. Sushumna Nadi. Again, with the deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, with the second pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va. Exhale deeply with C through Sushumna Nadi. Halfway through. Listen to me. Follow me 7 times. Again, the deep transcendental Kriya consciousness. Let's do the third pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va. Exhale deeply with C in single breath 7 times. Follow me through the Sushumna.
We've been praying Vishnu through Siddhama to Babaji. Dhamantri Maharshi. And again, and slowly so COVID-19 problem is going through. Even though there are some parts of the world who do not get all the facilities and the vaccination, they're still spreading out. Viruses is affecting other parts of the world too. Let's pray again to get back to normalcy, away from COVID-19. Let's pray Dhamantri Maharshi and Mahatma Babaji 7 times.
वासुदेवाय धन्वन्त्रयाय अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशकाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. 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 We've been talking about translating and many of the important issues and informations by Mahada Babaji from his latest book. It's finishing the book. We'll probably be moving on to some of the scripts from other Shiva Sutras and including Nagara and so on and so forth. And now we are focusing on this book at the end of a couple of lessons where we have connections with the Babaji Kriya Yoga first initiation that involves, of course, our third eye, Agna Chakra. And that initiation is related to all the 18 Siddhas in our tradition. The 18 Siddhas who proved to be immortal people and who also taught us this great immortal science, all of us, Kriya Yoga, Mahatma Babaji. So today we're going to see a couple more Siddhas and their poems and how it's related to Kriya Yoga, first initiation. Babaji has given us 16 steps in Kriya Yoga. We went through that more in detail earlier. And today again, we're going to talk about, continuing to talk about Thirumoolar songs. We went through a couple of them, couple of poems. We have more to go on this Thirumoolar's poems. So it's not only to compare the first initiation, but also to have an idea about these Siddhas poems and how we can get introduced to these poems. Many of these poems have been written thousands and thousands of years ago, and they all have been moved on to the paper writings, paper prints, with a lot of efforts by many great scientists, including Mr. Venkatramanji, as you are looking at this book. So with that sincerity and devotion, let's go through these poems. So I think instead of reading the poems, I will just go through the explanations. I think that's better. Maybe when I read the poems, maybe it is difficult to really understand. We want to read the poems also, then give the explanation. It's better. Better. Okay. All right. So let's do the same thing in what you have been doing. Read the poems quickly and then explanations.
Finished one
Thirumoolar, we didn't finish it. We have a little bit of poems.
We had one poem.
Yeah.
134, 135th poem is on Kriya Yoga. I think we finished the 134th poem. The first, that's what we have finished last class, or 2 class.
Yeah. So continuing with that, we're going to see a couple more poems about Thirumoolar's Thirumandram. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Thirumandram, which is 3,000 poems written by one of the foremost elderly senior Siddhas, Thirumoolar. Continuing with that, Mahattana Vindu Mahattanamanadı, Manandana Vindu Vidavandi Kuditu, Manandana Mayatil Marivi Alindadu, Manandano Nidan Marada Hudumi. Brahma Visarathai Pesum Vedantam, Brahma Visarathai Pesum Aranulkal, Brahma Visarathai Pesum 18 Brahma Visarathai Per Ariyarale. என்று Nandishwara Maharshi Vesapadi. So Thirumoolar's guru is Nandishwar, the Nandi we always see in Lord Shiva's temple. So according to his guru, Thirumoolar says, Vedasapadi Kangal Irandayum Undu Serthu Uyarthi ரூமையமான மூக்கின் மேல் நீள் வைத்து மனதையும் அவ்விடத்தில் வைப்பதன் மூலம் மனம் அலையாமல் ஒடுங்கும் என்றும். So what he is giving us the first level initiation, how one should do the meditation. You have to கண்கள் இரண்டையும் ஒன்று சேர்த்து, you have to join these two eyes, ஒன்று சேர்த்து உயர்த்தி. So you have to look at the top. Don't close your eyes, but you have to open your eyes and join it and then look at the top. Puruvamayamana மூக்கின் மேல் நுனியில் வைத்து. So Puruvamayam, that is the center of the eyebrows, focus on that. வைத்து மனதையும் அவ்விடத்தில் வைப்பதன் மூலம். So your mind should also be there. Not only the physically looking with our eyes at the center, and also you put your mind there. வைத்து மூலம் மனம் அலைபாயாமல் ஒடுங்கும் என்றும். So we're doing this, the mind will be focused on only one thing, that is our Purumati or center of the eyebrows. மனதை மெதுவாக பயிற்சியின் மூலம் நிலைநிறுத்தி. So I think some of these I already explained. So why don't you go ahead with the why don't you go ahead with a couple of sentences of what we read, so we can continue.
Yeah, raise both your eyes and focus at the center of the eyebrows and the top tip of the nose. This is where your mind will be starting to get stabilized and stay focused. You have to do this very slowly and steadily. The eyes are going to hurt. There is going to be water. There is going to be irritation. But continue this. By continuing this, then the air in the brain, the Tananjayam, which is the air in the brain, that makes that light. It will eventually come together to make that light. And this is when dhyana will come to you automatically. Now, there are other things that are going that you can get the arivu from, or the one is called as a patta arivu, which where you get your understanding through books and education, through recitations, and by understanding and applying that kind of arivu is called as the patta arivu. However, there is another form of arivu which is called as the sutta arivu.
Arivu means you're talking about knowledge, right?
Yeah, knowledge.
Intelligence.
Arivu, the creative intelligence.
Right. Okay.
The sutta arivu is the one where the knowledge is purely obtained by focusing on the third eye, and that is why which is opens, and the knowledge that is gotten is called as the sutta arivu. One can get to know through this knowledge who one is, that means who am I. This makes everything clear, and it also gives a very clear understanding of how the universe works and the knowledge of the universe. Hence, if the mind is focused, but this for this to achieve, the mind should be focused, and one should not have a wavering mind. So it doesn't matter whether you read the Vedas, the Gitas, the Upanishads, everything. Read all the scriptures, and once you attain this sutta level, all these scriptures where you reach your knowledge, they will be gotten by experience, which is your third eye knowledge.
Okay. So Venkatamanji through Babaji continues. Even though in the Upanishads and 18 pranas and everything, religious scriptures talk about this, and it's very difficult rarely to find people who are completely understood. That's what Venkatamanji says, Babaji says. It's very difficult to see people who are understood. Only very few siddhas and jnanis and mahavatar, like Mahata, Babaji and the people who has understood and also experienced it and following strictly on this knowledge of light. So he continues again with that. Ariyar Samayathil Arar Berkulum, Ariyaril Mayat Arindi Berkulum, Ariyaril Angarat Avi Pingadur, Ariyar Arivigor Kandare. Ariyar means they didn't understand. Kadiredi Vendi Kalanga Munimukil, Kadirana Joik Tanidate Yodum, Madirana Yaniki Adikan Paravarum, Yede Bilogat Terend Murivene. A little long with items, so let me finish it, take some time. சொல்லான மார்க்கத்தான் சொன்னது யோகிக்கு வல்லான் செவைமரத்தை மூவடை எத்திவிடு கல்லான் கபாலத்து கடந்தனை மூன்று எல்லா தரிசனம் ஏற்க காணுமே காணுமே என்று கண்முக்கு வேறாச்சி ஊனிமையை ஓடி பொய்புண்ட மனத்தோட ஊனிமையை அங்கே ஊரும் பழிப்பூனும் தோணிமையை பாய்ச்சல் கொடி தீபமே தீபச்சிடுவதான் திக்கெல்லாம் காணுவது தீபச்சிடுவதான் சென்று சபையினில் தீபச்சிடுவதான் திவிட்டா மணிநாசி தீபச்சிடுவதான் சிறந்தது நாளுமே. Diva means he's talking about the light, the properties of the light you can see through the third eye. சிறந்த விதம் மான்று செய்வதென்று உதைந்திடும் யோகத்தால் ஊட்டி முட்டினால் கடந்த கபாலன் கடந்த பொருள்காடும் நிறைந்தேழுமுக்கு நின்றது ஞானமே. பார்த்திடு நீதான் பகுத்தில் வெளியோடி ஏத்திடுவே இருக்கும் பகாரந்தான் சேர்த்திடு இரண்டையும் தேவ மகாவாசி காத்திடும் விருதுமுனை நீயே. முனையில் மனம் ஓட்டி மூட்டி வெளிரண்டும் நினைவிலை நோக்கி நிர்மலம் கண்டிடும் கனவிலை கண்டதும் கண்ணார கண்டதும் சுனையிலே மூழ்கும் துறை போலும் ஆனதே. So the meaning is very, very deep meaning. Also is whatever he experienced by focusing on this third eye. Thirumoolar explains this again. This poems you cannot find in Tirumantram. Remember, this is from Thirumoolar Kadukkadai text. It is very difficult to get. It is not in Thirumandram. Okay, so I'm going to mention that also. We are trying to look these poems in Thirumandram. Only there is a different book by Thirumoolar himself. என்று இந்த யோக நிலையை பல சமயத்தவர்களும் மாயில் சிக்கியவர்களும் ஆங்கார குணமுடையவர்களும் அறிய மாட்டார்கள் என்றும் சரி. Remember, there are people who try this, but if they have some of the characteristics, it's very difficult to attain or understand or experience this third eye experience. They say மாயில் சிக்கியவர்கள், those who are in Maya, who has doubts on this knowledge. ஆங்கார குணமுடையவர்கள், ஆங்காரம், those who are having so much of anger, so much of ego, those who have so much doubt, and with that mindset, they're going to see they're not going to get it. அறிவில் சேர்ந்த ஞானிகளே அறிவார்கள். Those who are really innately seeking, those who are innately seeking for the knowledge, those who are looking for this kind of understanding, those who are praying for to get this knowledge, only they will get it. என்று உண்மையான ஒளியானது மூக்கு முனையில் உள்ளது, அது யோகி அறிவார்கள். So real only the light of knowledge is at the tip of the nose. Remember, in the tip of the nose, I was talking about this narrow tip, not this tip. The narrow tip right there is also the center of the eyebrow. இவ்வாறு யோகிகளுக்கு சொன்ன பயிற்சியினால் மூலாக்னியானது கபாலத்தில் பாயும். Kundalini Shakti, that will go, when we are focusing on the third eye, the Mulagni will go straight to the Agna Chakra. அதனால் தீபச்சுடர் போன்ற உயிர் நிலை அறியலாம். So by that, you can understand, you be yourself. That is what you're supposed to be. That is what you are. So you can see the light, you can feel it, you can experience it. That's what Thirumoolar says. The Chudarukku head very light. There is nothing comparable to this kind of light. This is why people cannot understand. It's not the normal light we see, something different. There is nothing comparable to this light. It looks like light, a little bit of characteristic, but it's not light itself. எனவே உண்மையான ஞானம் மூக்கின் முனைச்சில் உள்ளது என்றும், எனவே நீ கருத்துடன் கண்களால் பார்த்துடு, இவ்வாறு மூக்கின் முனையாகி சுழியின் மனதை நாட்டி விடுகிறாள் விடத்தில் யார் பார்த்துட மனம் நிர்மலமாகும். Another side effect of focusing on this, your mind will start disappearing. Mind will start disappearing. இதனால் கனவு போன்று இதுவரை கண்ணால் பார்த்த உலகமாய் பொய்யாகும். So whatever the world you are seeing right now and feeling, intellect, understanding, that will become a lie. That will become a lie, what you see. But then your mind will be settled there in the third eye. That's why everything is Maya. Those understood jnanis, they always talk about everything is Maya. Because they have seen the other side, other truth. மேலும் இறுதியாக இவர் மிகவும் அற்புதமாக இவர் யோக சாதனை செய்யும் காலத்தில் என்ன செய்ய வேண்டும் என்றும் இதனால் வரும் நிலையும் மிக வெளிப்படையாக கூறுகிறார். So in this book, Thirumoolar says exactly what you are supposed to meditate and what kind of things you get. இதை விட இந்த யோக நிலையை கூட நீ எந்த நிலையும் இல்லை என்று கூறலாம். So this is the ultimate of explaining about this third eye meditation. So that's the kind of methodology. இந்த யோக சாதனையை செய்து வரும் காலத்தில் யாரிடமும் தர்க்கம் செய்வதோ இந்த முறையை பற்றி பேசுவதோ கூடாது. When you are practicing this kind of meditation, never argue with anybody. You don't need to go and argue to show the presence of this light, presence of this knowledge, presence of knowledge experienced by understanding and feeling and experiencing this light. You don't need to argue for anybody to prove it. You should not do it. You're not supposed to talk too much on this also. That's what Thirumoolar says. எவ்வுயிரையும் கொள்வதோ பெண்ணோடு போய்ப்பதோ கடும் தீனி தின்பதோ கூடாது. So you are not supposed to have too much of moha or too much of you're not supposed to kill any living beings. That means he's saying don't take non-veg food particularly, and taking too much of food beyond the limit also you should not do it. இவ்வாறு இருப்பதால் ஞானம் யோகம் ரசவாதம் காய்ந்த உயர்வான சித்தியாகும். So automatically you will get jnana, yoga will come in fruition. You also get the knowledge of rasavada, kaya siddhi. Your body will have immortality also. All will come automatically. மேலும் மரணமலா முத்தியின் பெருவோநிலைக்கு இதை விட்டால் வேறு வழியானது எவ்வுலகம் இல்லை. He also says definitely there is no other way, there is no other technique, there is no other step people have seen other than this highest level techniques. Only our Siddhas have figured out the tools and techniques for attaining Maranamala Peruvarvu, deathless life. One of the important mission for university to spread to the world. Yoga University of Americas, our main mission is this. Main mission is to spread this knowledge of deathless life to the whole world. So all the rest of the thing will come automatically. Your peace, your wealth, your prosperity, your purpose of life, attaining purpose, everything come under this. That is why we are focused on this knowledge to spread the word. You want to write here at this point here. There is no other knowledge available to tell these techniques. So that's why if you go to a website, that's the main thing I would say. This is the only place where you can learn scientifically some of these techniques from the Siddhas. There is no other person who ever tried it with the scientific understanding, with the intellectual understanding this is given by completely by Manatha Babaji. So that's what we were trying to say to the whole world. So we have started this venture. Hopefully, it'll grow much bigger and bigger. And very soon, hopefully, Baba's blessings. எல்லா சித்திகளும் இதனால் கிட்டும். All the siddhis people are talking about, the Astama Siddhi, those are always possible with this meditation. உண்மையான பக்தி என்பது இதுவே. This is real bhakti to gods and goddesses. This is a real bhakti. It is involving bhakti yoga also, not only jnana yoga, it's a real bhakti. வேதங்களும் முடிவாக இதையே கூறுகின்றன. All the Vedas also say the same thing. Eventually, all the Vedas say the same thing. Only people misinterpret, don't understand this. மரணத்தை வெல்வதற்கு இதை விட சிறந்தவள் வேறு எதுவும் இல்லை. To conquer death, there is no other way. There is no other way except this way of focusing towards the third eye and destroying your mind and slowly seeing the light. And after destroying the mind, focus only on the light, that is you yourself, meditating on that. That's the technique. That's the way. It's the only way. நிலையிலேயே பெரியோர்கள் பேரின்பம் கண்டனர். You might have heard of the term Sittindam, Perimbam, a small pleasure, the highest pleasure. The Perimbam, so-called the highest pleasure, people received because of this meditation only. Babaji will clearly say this. நிலையிலேயே பெரியோர்கள் பேரின்பம் கண்டனர், அதேதான் அடியேனும் கூறினேன். Again, Thirumoolar says, I must say the same thing. It is not that I'm saying completely new. It has been told by our ancestors thousands of years ago. They have practiced it. I'm telling the same thing. உலக நன்மை கருதி என் குருவாகி நந்தீஸ்வரரும் இந்த முறையே கூறினார். Thirumoolar himself says, my own Guru Nandishwar, this is what he said. When Nandishwar got his knowledge from Lord Shiva himself and also Parvati. Same thing has been given by Nandishwar to Nandi to Thirumoolar. Thirumoolar's followers, all of you know, Bhavanatha and other people. Bhavanatha's followers are Manatha Babaji himself. So the tradition goes like this. Remember, don't forget, all of them are still living. They're all immortals. Even today, if we pray sincerely, they will give us the knowledge, they will appear to us. The யோக சாதனை வெற்றியடைந்த பெரியவர்கள் மௌனநிலையை அடைந்து மகா சித்திகளை பெற்று உலகமாயை எனும் துயரை நீக்கி பிரம்ம நிலையை பெற்றனர். Following this yoga only, following the yoga state only, all of them attain the highest state. என்று வெளிப்படையாக கூறியுள்ளார். Thirumoolar says openly. ஆதி சித்தனான சிவன் முதல் அனைத்து சித்தர்களும் மாபெரும் யோகிகளும் ரிஷிகளும் முனிவர்களும் கையாண்டு வந்த அற்புதமான யோக முறையினை மகாகுருவான உலகநன்மை கருதியும் இன்றைய இயந்திர கதியான வாழ்க்கைக்கு நடுவில் மக்களின் மனதில் தோன்றியுள்ள தேடலின் பொருட்டு இந்த கிரியா யோக பயிற்சியினை சூழலை இன்னைக்கு பேச நாளை. This is sentence by Venkatamanji himself. He's with the tears in his eyes, he says, right from the first Siddha, Lord Shiva, to all the rest of the Siddhas, all the yogis, rishis, the technique they followed Same thing he is explaining. Thirumoolar Guru, Thirumoolar Siddhar explaining to us. So Babaji says the same technique to us. So he sincerely prays and give thanks to Mata Babaji to that he's giving this technique, which is same thing what Thirumoolar is giving to us also. With that thank, yes, he's finishing this lesson. Okay. So then another Siddha from Thirumoolar Siddha, we're going to go to one more. Kalanginada. Kalanginada is one of the 18 Siddhas. Okay. Kalanginada. His first technique, again, Kalanginada. If you go to 18 Siddha temple, there are a lot of them in southern part of India. You can see them. But also pictures also have been given.
I mean, what is his samadhi area?
I'm going to tell you. Kalanginada, yeah, I'm going to tell you that. Wherever all the 18 Siddhas, Jeshu is asking where this Java Samadhi. I will go to one of the other lessons. I will tell you all the 18 Siddhas and where they are. Okay? Where the Jiva Samadhi is. You know very well most of the popular ones. Bhoganatha in Parni, Thirumoolar in Chidambaram, and Thiruvavadai. Yeah. Patanjali in Rameshwaram. So the rest of them I will tell you in much detail. Kalanginatha Maharshianavar, Thirumoolar in Siraravar. Kalanginatha is one of the disciples of Thirumoolar. Bogarin Guru Mavar. Kalanginatha is also Guru of Bhoganatha. Bhoganatha is a Guru for Mata Babaji. So Kalanginatha is the Guru of Bhoganatha. இவர் போன்று ஸ்திரநிலை அடைந்தவர்கள் யாரும் இல்லை. Is one of the Siddhas who reached the highest level. இவர் பல கோடி யுகங்கள் வாழ்ந்தனர். Just like Kagabhajanda said that he talked about before, he also lived for many yugas. Many yugas, Shadri Yuga we talked about, and all these yuga, each of the yuga consists of 4. Now we are in Kali Yuga. We talked about Satya Yuga, Dwapar, Triya Yuga, and now we are in Kali Yuga. So there's all 4 yugas consider one. 60 yugas consist of one Sadhu Yuga. So this Siddha has lived for such a long time, yugas and yugas together. Boga Maharishikku எல்லா விதமான உபதேசத்தையும் தேடியாக அளித்திருக்கிறது. Bhoganatha Siddhar studied directly under his own eyes with Kalanginatha. இவருடைய ஜீவ சமாதியானது சின்ன தேசத்தில் உள்ளதாக போகன் மூலம் அறிய முடிகிறது. Apparently it's in his Jiva Samadhi, Kalanginatha Jiva Samadhi is in China, called Bhoganatha. Even today it is there in China. சமாதிக்குள்ளிருந்தே போகர்களுக்கு திச்செலுத்த பெருமையுடையவன் இவராவார். Right from inside Jiva Samadhi, he given Dhiksa to many people. இவர் எழுதிய பலன்கள் கிடைக்கவில்லை. Many of the writings what he has done, Kalanginatha, we're not available. ஆயினும் அரிதாக கிடைக்கப்பட்ட காலங்கான தீட்சாவதி 36 என்னும் அதி அற்புதமான நூலில் யோக தீட்சின் தன்மை மிகவும் அற்புதமாக கூறுகிறார். So at least we have one book available, which is Kalanginatha Dīkshavadi 36. Dīkshavadi 36. கிரியாயோக பிரியத்தின் முதல் பயிற்சி தான் உண்மையானது. இதனால் தேகசக்தியும் யோகசக்தியும் அஷ்டமஹாசக்தியும் கைகூடும் என்றும் he says if you follow the first Diksha, Dehasati, the physical body will get attained Siddhi. Yoga Siddhi, in your yoga, meditation, you'll get Siddhi. Ashtama Siddhi, remember all those 8 Siddhis we used to talk about by 18 Siddhas. Okay, seeing things in the making your body bigger like a Prabanja universe, making your body smaller like an atom. Ashtama Siddhi you might have heard. So all these Siddhis are possible. The பயிற்சி முறையாக அமிர்தரசம் உண்டு அன்னஜோதி. If you really follow these techniques sincerely, you will also get the amirda, the ambrosia. People have been Siddhas have been talking about. Annajodi darshanam kundu, it is also possible to see the jyoti, the light of the Atman. That's what you are. You are a light. Your light, Atman. Atman is Jivatman, is a bright light. And Babaji has already given us a lesson. Where is the location of the Jivatman? Even how it looks, our mind starts everything. We talked about another class. The Jyoti of this Atman, you can see by using this technique. ஆன்மஜோதி தரிசனம் கண்டு பூர்ணமான நிலையினை அடையலாம் என்பதை இவரும் கீழ்காணும் பாடல் மூலம் கூறுகின்றார். So now his poem comes from the book Kalanginatha Tichavidi 36. Okay, Kalanginatha Tichavidi 36. Let's see what he says. பாரப்பா தசிதிச்சு என்னவென்றால் பதிவான ரவி மீது சென்றிருக்கும் வீடு, நேரப்பா நின்ற அனுக்கிரக வீடு, நிலையான வீடுதான் பிரம்மபீசம், காரப்பா கமலரசன் ஜொலிக்கும் வீடு, கருணியில மணி வீடு கமல வீடு, தூரப்பா அடிமுடியாய் நிறை வீடு, சுழியான புருவமுடா தொடுத்துக்காரே. தொடுத்து மிக காக்கிறது புருவமத்தி, தொடுபிரியும் வழுதறியும் இதுதான் அப்பா, அடுத்து நின்ற வழுதலில் நின்று கொண்டார், அமுதரச பானம் அது அறிவிப்பாயும், எடுத்து வந்த அமுதரசம் கொண்டால் ஏகாந்த நவகிரகம் உறுதியாச்சு, தடுத்திடமை கொண்ட அனுகிரகம் இதில் சதா காலம் பூர்ணமாய் இருந்துதானே. சதா காலம் மீன்ஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் stay in the state. என்று 10 தீட்சையும் கைகூடும் வழி என்னவென்றால், one Dhiksa, if you want to get all the 10 Dhikshas together, this is it. What is it? சூரியகலை சந்திரகலை ஆகிய இரு வாசக்கதிர்களும் பின்னி பிணைந்து இருக்கும் சுழுமுனியான புருவமயத்தை பார்ப்பதே ஆகும். All of you know we have சூரியகலை சந்திரகலை, இடகலை பிங்கலை, right? On the right side nostril and left side nostril, the breath you are taking it, we call it idagalai pingalai or chandragalai or suryagalai, the moon kala and chan kala. Okay, in English we can say that way. So iru vasakadil pinnindu, at the center in Shivamanai, these two are coming and joining together. That is what we are trying to do in our pranayam. The center Thirumoolar is in the Sushumna Nadi. The Sushumna Nadi goes to the top and then it joins at the center, that is Agna Chakra, where Jidagalai Pingalai joins together. Pinni Pinaindu. Apparently it seems it is twisting there and then joining there. Okay, Pinni Pinaindu. And that's what he says. Look at that Thirumoolar, his technique to get all the 10 Dhikshas. இதுதான் உண்மையான வழி. This is a real path. இவ்வாறு இருப்பதால் வான் அமிர்தம் எனப்படும் அமிர்தத்தை உட்கொள்ளலாம். So when you are just focusing on this, you can get the ambrosia. Remember one அமிர்தம், the sky ambrosia, the பிரபஞ்ச ambrosia we talked about earlier. Now he's also talking about the same thing. என்றும் அதனால் 9 தாவரங்களாலும் 9 தாதுக்களாலுமான இந்த உடல்நிலை உறுதியடையும். If you look at that, see, all of you know the dhatus. Remember the muscle, blood, and all those things with dhatus. All of them will get much stronger. It says openly straight away to physical body, sthula body. The sthula body will get strength by this meditation. This is the openly says Kalanginatha. Take this Amrita ambrosia. ஆனால் இந்த உடல் உறுதியடையும் என்றும் இவ்வாறு இருப்பது பூர்ணநிலையாகும். This is the Purna, complete Purna stage. Is looking at the Brahmati, getting the ambrosia. நூலான காலங்கினார் பூஜாவதி நூலில் then he further continues. வண்ணப்பா கும்பமதில் மனதை வைத்து பதியமான சூழ்நிலை பத்தியாக நன்னப்பா விவர்களால் பார்த்தார்கள் நடி நின்ற ரூபமடா துணுவது காணும் முன்னப்பா நின்றது ரூபம் கண்டால் முக்தியில பூசையடா பவன பூசை நட்டா நிறைந்தது பவன பூசை வேதாந்தமான சமம் பூசைதானே. Puja means prayer, puja. What a real puja is, looking at that third eye. First meditative bus technique of Kriya Yoga, which is our second and third technique for in Yoga University techniques. மறுவியிலே ரவிமதியின் சுழமனை மூன்றும் வாய் அதிர்ந்து பேசாதே மனதில் காணும் அருவியிலே சகலமலம் ஒன்றுக்குள்ளே அகண்ட பூர்ணமாக நிற்கும் கால்தான் திருவையிலே பளிச்சென்று ஒளிதான் வீசும் திருவாகி வாசிந்து இல்தான் மைந்தா குருவுடன் ஆதாரம் உளம் பார்த்து கண்டு முதல் பணிந்து நில்லே. You have to be so humble when you look at this. பணிந்து நில்லே. Humble, look at it. Then பளிச்சென்ற ஒளிதான் வீசுமே. பளிச், in Tamil we say பளிச். That's what he says. That kind of light you are going to see. The light, then if you see that, and that is it. That is your Atman. That's what you are. So, explanation. சிரசில் உள்ள இரு கண்களுக்கும் இடியிலான புருவமயம் எனும் சுழியில் மனதை வைத்து, சிரசு மீன்ஸ் ஹெட், Okay, there are two eyes we have, physical eyes. Between these two eyes, we have the Pruva Mayam, center of the eyebrow. So where you're going to focus your mind, அவடத்தை பார்த்து கொண்டிருந்தால், if you keep on looking at that place, பூரணத்துவமான ஒளியை காணலாம். You can see the light. You can see the complete light, which is பூரணம். இதுவே மானச பூசை என்றும். So there are other words in Tamil for looking at this. Manasa Pusai. When somebody says, I'm doing Manasa Puja, this is what it means. Mauna Puja, this is what it is. People have talked about this as Manasa Puja, Mauna Puja. This meditation is also a kind of puja to the Almighty. Anyway, Yaridam Vidiput Adindi Pesi, Darkangal Sayam, he is also saying, just Thirumoolar says, don't argue about getting this knowledge. Don't argue and say the presence of this everybody. You don't need to. Just be humble, just focus. And in the base, the king say, I want swasati dinam gaunatapadi. So observe your breath in that place. Okay? Observe your breath. Most of the Buddhists follow this tradition of looking at the breath. So this calling another says, and the Pruvamadhi at the center of the I think Downer also says that breath, look at the breath of that part, right? One of the other saints we know, he also says the same thing. Look at your breath in the third eye, in the center of the eyebrow. Dinam gaunathabadi, if you're doing it daily, Pruvamadhil parvai vaithiru endru kurar. Do it daily and this focus on the concentration, the third eye, center of the eyebrow. மேலும் இவருடைய நூலான காலாங்கிநாதர் கற்பவை சூத்திரம் 82 நூலில் உள்ள பாடலில் நான் இவ்வாறு தான் இந்த நிலையை அடைந்ததாக கீழ்காணும் விதத்தில் வெளிப்படையாக கூறுகிறார். So Thirumoolar Kalanginatha himself says, following his guru Thirumoolar, by the following stanza, he is explaining the meditation. Following this only, he attained enlightenment. He himself says, this is what I got. This is what I attained my experience. What else can he say? So following the poems. Let's read that. This is from Kalanginatha Karpavidi Chutram, 82. This is another book. சொன்னதொரு வகையிருந்து மூலம் பார்த்து சுடரான மூச்சு நின்று தேடி கண்மணம் அறிந்து விண்ணான சுமணியை கேசி காலமறிந்து மேலான காலையில் சென்று முன்னான நடுமணியின் வீண் வீட்டில் முடங்கி நின்ற காலெடுத்து மேலதாக விண்ணான கேசரத்தில் நின்று அந்த வேதாந்த மனுமையை கண்டேன் பாரே. பலமாக நவகிரக பூசை பண்ண பேருலகில் எல்லாரும் உனது வசமாக நலமான நடுமணியா முக்கோணத்தில் சார்ந்து கொண்டு வாசன முழந்தேகி நலமான குரு நடு கமலம் மீதில் நாட்டமுடன் நின்று கதி கொண்டேயானால் சுலமான நவகிரக வீட்டில் தானும் குருவான ஆதாரம் தோணும் பாரே. தோணுமடா ஆதார மூலாதாரம் குருவம் என்ற ஓங்கான மேலாதாரம் காணுமடா கருவழி கண்ணால் பாரு கமலம் என்ற அதிர்வு 1000 வித மலருக்குள்ளே என்னுடைய அமுதரசம் முடியுமப்பா தகுட்டாத நீரிருந்து தொண்டு தேறு உன்னுடனே உயிர் சேர்ந்து சக்தியாகும் தவனே பக்தியின் உகந்து காணே. பண்ணப்பா பூசைவேத சக்கரந்தான் பதிவோன நவகோண முக்தி தோஷம் கண்ணப்பா மோகன குருவமத்தி கருவான் ரகுமதி சென்றிருக்கும் வீடு உன்னப்பா மேலான பெரும வீடு மேலான வீடு தான் முப்பாழாகும் முன்னப்பா முன்னாய் முன்பின்னான முக்திரம் மணி வீடு யோக வீடு மோட்ச வீடு. He said that is our real house, where the place in the third eye, that is our real house, go and stay there. என்று தன் குருவான திருமூலர் மகர்ஷியானவர் தனக்கு சொன்னது போல் தான் சிறுமணிகளில் நாட்டம் வைத்து அதன் மூலம் என் மனதில் அடக்கத்தின் உயிரில் கலந்து நின்றேன் என்றும். So Kalanginatha says in these poems, this is what his guru Thirumoolar told him. That is what he followed all these times. நான் சிறுமணியில் நாட்டம் வைத்து, I always looked at my சிறுமணி, the third eye, or the center of the eyebrows. என் மனதில் அடக்கத்தால் I was very, very humble. I was staying there. உயிரில் கலந்து நின்றேன். I was mixed with my own Atman, Jivatman. அதனால் உடல் நவகிரகத்தை நீ யோகம் என்ற பூஜை செய். So he says the body itself is Navagraha. All the properties of Navagraha is inside your body itself. And so I focused on this. Puja say, so do a puja like this. He says there is a triangle in the Kabbalah. That is why many of the triangles have been given to us. Imagine you make a line with the two eyes, then the center. Okay, two eyes as the two dots, then make it a center and then join together. In fact, our last alphabet of Tamil is all looking like it. If you join those dots, it'll be triangle. It's a triangle. That's what he says. The triangle. Coronally with the triangle, so you have to go inside. In fact, Babaji's symbol is also has a triangle. Really look at that. Okay, the center. சுவாசத்தை ஒடுக்கி உள்மனதால் புருவமயத்தினை பார்த்தபடி இருக்க உயிரின் ஆதார நிலை வெளிப்படும். If you keep on looking at this, the Jivatman's real state will be understood. Jivatman's real state will be experienced by this meditation technique. நிலையில்தான் வான் அமிர்தமானது உன்னுள்ளுக்குள் புகுந்து உன்னுள் உயிரும் இணைந்து சித்தி உண்டாகும். With the pictures Babaji showed us, Venkatramanji showed us earlier, is also saying the same thing. Only in this meditation stage, one amurdam, the ambrosia from this prabanja, will come to you very easily. It will come to your body and it will get moksha, it will get siddhi. உண்மையான முக்கோண சக்கர பூஜை நவகிரக பூஜை என்பது இதுவே. Many people will be talking about the triangle puja and navagraha puja. This is the real chakra puja. This is the real triangle puja. This is the real navagraha puja. The purumayandan mukti mocham swasam udukam ஏற்படும் இடம். This is the place where mukti happens. This is the place where moksha happens. This is the place where swasha udukam. Your breath will go and join, completely disappear also sometime. Samadhi. Brahma Vidu, Mani Vidu, Moksha Vidu என்பது முதலியாகும். There are so many different kind of words. Siddhas explained Brahma house, Mani house, Moksha house. In Tamil, Brahma Vidu, Mani Vidu, Moksha Vidu. All these stand for only this place. Triangle, the top of the triangle. This is the place. Kriya sadhanik இதை விட ஆதார விஷயங்கள் வேண்டுமா? Venkatramanji asked, do you want more explanation on this first Dhiksa? Such an amazing explanation by Kalanginatha. So I think I'm going to stop here with this lesson by Kalanginatha, who is the guru of Bhoganatha and who is a disciple of Thirumoolar. Okay, that's how the tradition goes. So at this point, I'm going to stop. And if you have any questions, I'll try to explain. There is, she there or she's gone? Nidaraji, do you have any questions so far?
அந்த போகநாதரோட குரு யாரு? பேரு என்னன்னு சொன்னீங்க?
Kalanginatha.
Oh, okay.
Kalanginatha.
அது யாரோ, he's not famous இல்லைங்க, like it's not this time famous.
Not famous, we don't know them that much. That's it.
We don't hear about
that much.
We don't hear his name at all, right?
Right. It's not that popular like Bhoganatha and Babaji Maharaj. So if that is the case, can we say that the Mahatma Babaji is more popular than Thirumoolar? So yeah, we're not aware of them, right? We're not aware of them.
Aware, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're not aware.
Right. So that's the right way. But yeah, Kalanginatha has been in China also. Remember, during those time they lived, all these lands were together. India was a main land. Even the name India wasn't there. So they were all traveling to all these different places, and now we call it China. Apparently, it seems his Jiva Samadhi is in China. And next time when we are talking about the Jiva Samadhi, all the 18 Siddhas, we'll talk about Kalanginatha. I'm sure he has a Jiva Samadhi place in India also. So they have Jiva Samadhi in different places. Just like Thirumoolar has, Chidambaram has a Jiva Samadhi. He also has a famous Jiva Samadhi throughout Madurai, where he wrote the Tirumandram and that place. And that place also, only he got into that person, the guy who died, and he had to take his body. Thirumoolar. Moolan is the guy, right? All those things happen throughout, right? But because of Chidambaram, a place where people go quite often, so he also Jiva Samadhi there. But I have seen many people talking about some noise or voice coming from the close to Nataraja's statue. Underneath, apparently, it seems he's meditating. The same thing people have talked about in Tirupalani also, about another meditating place and all those stuff. Those are very interesting and unbelievable siddhis. Yeah, that is the thing. One of the reason, Nidataji, that is Jiva Samadhi, main one where Bhavanatha got initiation, everything is in China, according to him. That be one of the reasons. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions you have on this?
Nothing on this. I just wanted to know how Orlando.
It's very good. Jashi, you want to tell her? No, it is really good. In fact, Jashi recorded that. I don't know whether some of you got into Zoom.
I have to, I have to. It's a 3-hour recording. I'm trying to just put very concise it, edit it, and see how so I can put it on YouTube, and then one can watch it. But it was a very nice experience, and it was different in the sense that we got the feeling, both of us, that Orlando is much more coordinated and much more united when it came to the community wise. I mean, we saw all different types of people. We felt that it was much more united, and they all came together to this. Although the audience was not that many of them, but still, whoever came through, and we had a couple of other speakers who spoke very, very well. And then we also promoted our university. A lot of people were interested into finding out what we do and what we are doing. So it was a very wholesome experience, I could say. I liked it.
One of the important thing happened there was the founder of the Hindu University of Americas. They have a long time, 15-20 years ago, they started the university. They have a community also. The founder came and talked to me particularly, and he was asking me that he had a big place in close to Orlando, about close to 100 acres, 120 acres or something. He bought a place, and he wants people to use this as a retreat. So he was asking, if you are interested, let me know anytime. And there is a good place to meditate, big hall, and all the facilities are there. So we are going to pursue that to continue. Maybe we can have some of a part of a main campus there. In Orlando, they are open-minded people there. Both South Indian and North Indian, they all come together. They all have a same temple. But Yeshi was telling some of the gods are it's dark stones, or some of them was marbles. Why is this? So that shows really the unity of the people.
The unity.
Yeah.
Right.
We have two different temples.
Here you have the separate temples, but they're united.
And people were very divided. That's what I felt here. And people were very open-minded, and they wanted to pursue this, as opposed to we have tried here also, but people have been very rigid about their own from where they come from, more so.
Right. Right. They're more open to collaboration.
Absolutely. That's what you forget.
Cooperation and collaboration. I think they were very, very helpful there. I mean, and we were there for like a couple of hours. It was not even that. Within that, we saw the openness in the people. So it was nice to see that. I mean, just a few miles away from our place, and then you get a different perspective.
Yeah. So we also saw some of the Trinidadians, Guyanese people also joining together with that congregation. They're also in support of this. So we have plans. We are trying to get some retreat at least once a month with people from here as well as people from Orlando, so they can join very easily with us and then promote our Siddha's knowledge. So in the University of Americas, they mainly promote the Vedic knowledge. Maybe they're not even aware of this. And many of the people don't even aware of Siddhas and deathless art and chakra in Tamil and all those possibilities, diseaseless life. And I know they are familiar with Ayurveda, but in practicality, how to attain, what are the tools, what are the techniques, and that's what we are promoting. So that the gentleman of the Indian University of America is very, very interested in us. So we are planning to meet again and continue the possibilities. So a lot of good things happened there, and she was very happy, and I was very blessed to have meeting those senior people. I think is the Babaji's blessings. We have to go there.
It was better hope.
More better hope for our university.
Better hope and a ray of hope that things are moving in the right direction. That's the one I can take away if I were to take away something from that trip.
Very useful. Okay. You have any questions? Okay. All right. So we'll stop there. And next class, we're going to talk about Bhoganatha, our own Bhoganatha's poems, if you will have seen, and our Guru Mahatma, Babaji's Guru. Bhoganatha, that will be more interesting next week. We're going to talk a little bit on that. Oh, really? The only time? That's interesting. So Bhoganatha is going to make some firecrackers with these poems, so we'll see that too. Thanks to Mahatma Babaji's presence here. This intellect. Thank you. All right, so let's do some Om Namah Shivaya prayer. Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah Yanavasima. Mavayana Sisiyana Vashimayana Om Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Vidita, aren't your kids going for trick-or-treating or no?
Maybe she's not there.
Oh, sorry. It's just the kids trick or treating. So.
Yeah, that's why I was asking whether the kids have gone for trick-or-treating. You should post some pictures.
The doorbell rings sometimes, so giving out candy and stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. How about your kids? Did they go too?
Yeah, they all husband just something they look forward to.
I know. You should post pictures of your little one. I mean, all of them. What they're dressed as. Do that.
I'll
it'll be fun. Okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to see.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Bye bye.